go.
Blessed
Allow
love to
new
all.
thoughts to be born when divine timing is called.
Blessed love.
Listen to these affirmations.
I want to give thanks to all the listeners, you know. I've been waiting for a while now. Just want to say, they try to stop my posting. They cut it short. They would block it. They would use it for their own selfish gain. But there is only one me. There is only one me. I'm here to uplift people, wise people up, show people that, you know, by following Jah 10 commandments, you will see a better future. You will be with the right woman. You will be with the right man. Your children will be better off. Everything you do in your life will be prosperous. By just humbling yourself, know yourself, sorry, they're still trying. Know yourself, know your don'ts and your do's.
I take care of myself.
And please do not be addicted to anything in this world, because that could bring you way, way down. They could use that against you. For instance, if you're a smoker, you're smoking every day. I used to smoke every day. I used to smoke maybe 7, 8 joints a day, maybe more. And now I don't. Drinking. I used to drink Guinness mostly every day. I don't drink strong alcohol, but Guinness, yeah. I have not drink a Guinness almost 2 years now. There is a war out there, people. We are living in that war. They call the spiritual war. Everything that happens in the spirit happens in the 3D. You need to know yourself. Love yourself first.
I believe in me.
And then you can love other people. You can love your family. You can love your kids the right way. There are times you're with a woman or a man in a relationship for maybe 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. You're living with your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings. And you realize you are not growing. Every year is the same thing. You're on the same level. Even if you have a business, it does not grow past what you anticipate it to be. All you gotta do is stop, think back, find the problem, and stay away from it. I would not tell you get rid of it, because we're not killing people in this channel. We don't take lives. We don't curse or swear at people. Live and let live. That is the motto. That is the way of life. Jah 10 Commandments is out there. It's there. You got a phone in your hand. You got a computer. Do your research. This is the best life you could ever think of. And you could always manifest everything you want in life, no matter how hard it seems. Everyone in this life, everyone in this world, have to pay their debts to the Almighty. You not just come into the world, use it, abuse it, misuse it, and then you think, okay, you're going to just die out, and that is it. No, there is an afterlife, you know. You get judged by the Creator.
Positive self-talk ensures my independence.
And if you live this life and you're not strong enough to clear your karmic debts or your family karmic debts, I mean your past family karmic debts,
I am healthy, wealthy.
your kids will have to take it on. So if you start it now, if you start your comic, clearing your comic debts now and create your own world, do what you would like people to do unto you. Don't do nobody nothing wrong. Don't wish no bad for nobody, no matter how hard or how bad they have treated you. Leave it for the Almighty God. As long as you get up every day and you breathe, pray to the Almighty for your problems you encountered. Believe me, He will find a way to help you. He will send help to you. He will remove you from the situation. I was marked for death. Many times been set up. Many times been abused, misused, used, molested, create noise campaign, illusions, energetic attacks, witchcraft, voodoo, black magic. Yes, people, I've been through it all. 51 years of my life, it wasn't easy to be where I am today. And yet still, the jealous haters, dark people, evil people, or I should say demonic people, still trying to break me down. But I've got a message for them. I am at peace with myself. I don't hate no one, but I will stay far from those that have done me things. When I say things, evil things, stop me from going forward with my channel. As you know, I've been fighting spiritually to uplift myself and teach people out there how, a better way, instead of going to the dark side, follow the light and do Jah work. Follow your 10 commandments and you will be okay. Life is so good. My life is better than it have ever been. And believe me, people, I thought I was living a good life. I've worked hard with no rewards. I have shown people nothing but love. And all they do is betray me. People I trusted. People I showed genuine love. Yes.
I live in a world where I am.
And you see those people? The Almighty God will take care of them because they did wrong. I came here in those people's lives to help them, show them genuine love. So hopefully they're going to turn around and do the same. Most of them betrayed me, like they betrayed Jesus, Moses, Jacob, Daniel, Joseph. Yes, Judas, there's a lot of them. But that won't stop me because I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know where I came from. And I know there is a higher power, the Divine One, the Almighty, anyhow you want to call Him, as long as you are praying to the Creator of everything you could think of in this world. Yes, you're praying to the right God. Sorry about that. Fruit chaka, they don't want me to talk. But Jah is more powerful than anything they should throw at you. They set me up with women that betrayed me, tried to drain my energy. I had to leave them behind. I had to cut them out of my life completely. The one that did the most is my ex. Most people know I was so-called married to this girl, this woman, or this comic, narcissistic woman, Dorothy. She's American. When I first met this woman, I was coming from work on the beach. She and her sister was walking up the road. She said to me, she was the one who said the first thing to me, "Oh, you have nice dreads. I'm into hair. I'm natural." I'm like, "Thank you very much. I love your African earrings." you know.
I am a
So
positive thinker.
we exchange. Since I was into the business of doing tours, taking people around the island, showing them the island the right way, I gave her a card. So we started. She called me.
I accept myself for who
She
I
asked
am.
me to come out the same night. I said no. As long as I'm in my home, lock my door behind my back, there is nothing that'll make me come out. I always think of life that way. Whenever you get to your home, you're done for the day. Don't let no one convince you to go back out there.
Yes.
Unless it's not for your own good. If it's meant to be, it will be. So we talk for a couple months.
I feel comfortable in my own space.
I told her I think she's the one for me. Because before I met her, I was praying to the Almighty for all the disappointments I had. Bless me with a genuine
I am moving on
woman that
from
could
my
bear me a
past.
kid. Because I have a daughter. But me and the mother, you know, I never really sure if she's mine. Because the mother was sleeping around.
I always take
I've been through it all, people. I've been through so much. Even these people that betrayed me cannot believe I've gone through so much and I'm still here. I am living the best life I've ever lived.
On the path to a better future.
Long before that, I used to work for a man at a fast food restaurant. I used to do everything. I've said it in the past, but they delete most of my videos.
It's
So
okay to feel all of my feelings.
I was the one preparing everything to bring for him to take to the restaurants. He had restaurant, he had 2 chicken vans, you know. I worked for this man for almost 19 years,
Responsibility for
maybe
my life.
19 or more, because I lose track. When I finally asked this man a raise, because I realized other people paychecks that have 5 years in the business, women, they're getting more money than me, and I'm doing all the work. I'm preparing everything they sell.
Focused on creating
So I said to the boss man, you know, can I get a raise, boss man? You know, I feel I deserve a raise because I'm doing so much. You know what the boss man tell me? I am not doing no work there to get a raise. The same amount of money I started working for him
courageous.
is the same amount of money I left the job. Mind me, I was not eating no meat. I had decided I'm going to be a Rasta man. I'm going to follow the Rastafarian teaching because I've been to the churches and all that. And
Brave.
I'm not bashing them in any way, but they have a lot of false prophet and false priests and false pastors out there. Their agenda is to keep people on a level.
I am relaxed
So I
and calm.
kind of study the Rastafarian life and I see to myself all the true Rastafarian. I'm not talking about guys with locks. I'm talking about genuine Rastafarians. They
I
would
am
show me
fearless.
nothing but love and everyone around them. So I decide, you know what? I feel it. And some calling was telling me, you know, that's the way to go. Because of my lifestyle. So I take it on. I was still straying a bit because I love women. I don't deal with men. Although they slander my name online saying I was dealing with men. I was a bad person. I was an alcoholic. I was a crackhead, which I never touch. No strong alcohol, as I said, only Guinness. Maybe sometimes Campari. But that was about it. But I never drink more than 4 glasses of Campari. 4 glasses of Campari or 3 Guinness when I go out. Because I know I always try to control what I drink. But yet still, my ex knows me for 7 years. She investigates all about me with my niece that much younger than me. When I left, she was still a teenager, a really baby, when I left from my upbringing parents and sisters' home to try and find my way in this world, get a job, because the bananas, it was hard work and I was not getting paid to work underneath the bananas. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna find my way in life, to achieve my own things in life. Because I was becoming a man, Sometimes you become a man at a teenager. Sometimes you grow older and you become a man. So I decide, yes, I'm gonna find my way in the world, and achieve my own paycheck, eat what I love to eat, go out, enjoy myself and stuff like that. But back to the boss man. When I asked him for a raise, he told me that I realized I was preparing everything. When I say everything, this man had a pair of dogs. They breed. Now, since you're living in the village, Marsha, to be exact, that's a part of Castries. That's where the warehouse was and the storeroom was and the kitchen was. And they have people renting. So, dogs, they would do, the sun hit it, that would smell. They would pee or urinate, the sun hit it, that would stink. And people renting the other apartments in that same building, they would complain. So it was my duty to always clean it every time it happened. Wash the vehicles. If I wash the vehicle now, rainfall, I would have to go and wipe it off, because at the time that my boss was doing taxi, official taxi for government, and managing his own business,
To get along with my work colleagues.
So every week, that is in the slow season, he used to buy 60 boxes of chicken by 60 pounds, ton of fishes, dorado, tuna, kingfish, and all kinds of fish that you could cut and slice to sell. I was the one who cleaning it and slicing it and seasoning it, To be more exact and to make a long story short,
I am healthy.
they had about the longest deep freezers we have in St. Lucia. 2 was for the chicken. 1 was for storing the fruits and vegetables we frozen, because when they're not in season, he buy a ton of it. I have to clean them up, bag them or bucket them and put them to get frozen for when they doesn't have in season. So he'll always have juices round the clock. Beef. In those days, there was not chopping no beef for you, for roti. I was the one had to take out the fat in all the pieces of meat, chop it up in small pieces, like, dice it up, so they would boil up for roti. That means a box of beef. A box of beef. I don't know if you know what it is. And then the chicken, you have to cut it in the elbow, whole legs, half. Because if you sell a whole chicken, the price people won't pay for it at the time. So he used to sell the drumstick and the thigh by itself, unless somebody want both pieces. And a bag of onions, a sack of onions, clean it, chop it up. 2 garbage bag of seasoning, celery, thyme, rosemary, string onions, name it, seasoning pepper, just name it, turmeric, whole heap of seasoning, clean it, and a box of garlic. In those days there was not powdered garlic, it was all original. I had to be the one cleaning that by cloves.
My immune system is strong.
Then season everything, blend everything. He used to buy those strong acid vinegar call it acetic acid.
I always make healthy choices.
Mix everything up, put it in buckets. After I chop up the chicken, wash it in vinegar water to take out the fat and the ice. Because mind me, you buy the chicken today, the one at the top will be soft, the one at the bottom will be soft, but the one in between, the ones in between would be rock hard. I have to slam these things on pieces of wood, posts or slab, and break it up with ice pick, chop it up, wash it up, open garbage bag, double it, and season it on my own. Pour it. When he come, he would be surprised because he realized I doing everything on my own. And carry it, lift it up, bring it in the freezer, pack it nicely so when you're ready to take it off, it does not tear. You know, and each time I have to leave it, go and check on the dogs. If he comes from taxiing and the car is dirty, you have another trip, I had to wash the car, you know. Sometimes I left work 6 o'clock. I started work at 6. I leave work at 6. When it's Christmas time now, or New Year's time, more people are into castries. They used to double that chicken twice a week or 3 times a week. I did that for about 7 years by myself. Then there was a guy I knew, you know, he told me he wanted a job, so I asked the boss to hire him. So I taught him how to do the work. Remind me, that same guy betrayed me with my first child mother, you know. While I'm in the shop with him working, he would leave the job and go at my house to sleep with my ex, my first child mother. Yeah. And I still was not upset with him, because to me he was wrong, yeah. But the woman was, you know, I think she was the worst in what that happened, because, you know, touching a woman behind, you go to prison. You could go to prison for that. So if she allowed a guy to sleep with her while she knows she's dating me, and she was not telling me anything, she was not trying to stop him, she loved it, she loved him. So she got pregnant, and that wasn't the only person she was sleeping with. She was sleeping with the guy who drive them to work. She was working in a factory at the time. When she tell me feels she's pregnant, I started giving her the right food. You know, sometimes we would have fish head the boss want to throw or give to the dogs. I used to boil it up with ground provisions, buy fruits, you know, just for a healthy child. You know, you have to feed the mother right.
I am fully confident in who I am.
So the child born, I hear people say the child could not be mine. There is a chance. She never tell me nothing, but I think she's telling her families that. One particular family member told me, you know, that child could not be yours, because the mother is saying that, and she feeling so sad because she realized I was helping them a lot. When I get paid, I used to give them money to do shopping, you know, because they came from Millet at the time, and they didn't have plenty, and their mother had a lot of kids. So I was helping in any way that I can, even if I have to keep myself behind. But yet still she betrayed me with my best friend. So I told her, you know, she need to tell me. I cried days and nights, you know, because it was hurting. If the child is mine. And I remember one Christmas morning, she told me it's a possibility the child is not mine, after I keep asking her. So I tell her, since I've been taking care of the child for such a long time, a year. The child wasn't a year yet, but she was pregnant and I was with her for about 2-3 years. So I tell her, you know, I'll take care of the child and everything, but, you know, when the child is a year, she will go back to her mom, and then when the child is developed, I am healthy, wealthy, go on my own and she go on her own, you know. But I will still take care of the child. If she don't want to come to me for money, for milk, or pampers and wipes and stuff like that, she could send her sister or brother, you know, because I never turned my back on them even if she betrayed me. Mind me, the year come, she went back to her mother's home. Because when you have a baby, sometimes it's best to be at your mother's house. You know, because she's there, you're there, she knows how to raise a child and teach you how to raise a child. So, it did not have 3 months or 4 months yet. The man, the guy got the job. Hey, sorry about that. The lion is roaring. The guy got the job for, I was sleeping at my house sometimes. He moving at the mother's home with my ex. And the child didn't have 2-3 years yet. She got pregnant by him. All along, she was sleeping with him while she was pregnant also. But, you know, I overcome these things, you know. My father was just preparing me for the tough time ahead to be strong, you know.
I am at peace with
I
myself.
met this other girl. I was single, so this other woman, she was going through hard times with her boyfriend. Her child father was sleeping around, so she didn't want to be in that relationship. So she said someone to tell me how she liked to see me and stuff. I'm different and she liked my vibes. So I say, okay, thank you very much. One time she met me going home. She stopped me and we started talking. We started dating, you know. We stayed together, to get a long story short, for about 18 years, 17, 18 years. She had a daughter going to primary school at the time, infant school at the time. So she was living at her house, I was living at my house, but I used to go, she used to come. Then,
I make good
in the
decisions
near future, we moved in together. One time, since I was not eating no meat, and the bossman wasn't giving me the lunch time, no break time, I say to her, can you cook me some food, please? So since the bossman was, you know, buying bags of potatoes, Irish potatoes, I just take a couple, a handful, maybe 7 potatoes. I, not knowing the boss have a spy working at the time, there was a guy working with us.
I am stress-free.
Was spying on me. He went and he passed behind my back, go through a shortcut. The person I sent and gave this girl the food to cook for me for lunch, he grabbed it from her hand and bring it for the boss and tell the boss I'm thieving his food to bring for my woman. So the bossman decide he'll send me home for 2 weeks without pay. Mind me? Yes. So when I came, I go and do my 2 weeks without pay.
I live my life with abundance.
I work for a fortnight, he didn't want to pay me. So that passed. I think it's all because I asked him for that raise, you know, because when I asked him for the raise, it's after that happened.
I believe in myself.
So he sent me home, and then after I came back, he tell me, oh, you need to go to sell chicken in the chicken van. He don't want me there no more. Knowing that I've got my long locks on my head, I'm not eating no meat, how can I go and sell chicken for people in the chicken van? So I left and I never come back to his job. And I asked him for my pay. He said, oh, go to Labor Department for him. Knowing that he linked up with certain people at the Labor Department. When I went there, they tell him he need to pay me for all the time I used to work for him. He tell these people he never fired me. He sent me home. But he tell those people he never fired me.
I am a
So,
positive thinker.
servants pay go out of the window. I remember one time this boss man tell me, he does not hire people to fire them. You work for him. When you save
I
enough,
accept myself for who I am.
you will open your own business, But the money I was making, it was just enough for my bill, and I was helping my ex pay her bill, at the time. But not knowing all along, my family is behind everything. My aunt,
I see
my
the world
father,
for what it is.
sister, she's the only one alive right now. She lives in America now. I remember, I got memories now. I remember Hurricane Alan.
I feel
My
comfortable
pop
in
sent
my
me
own
and my
space.
brother to live at her house because we were living in a little house. 10 of us, and the hurricane and the lady, my aunt had a bigger house, so I was abused
I
by
am
this
moving
woman.
on from my past.
Didn't know why, and did not know why my sisters used to abuse me. I was the black sheep in the family. I experienced everything you could think of.
I always take the time
I just
to
don't
wind
remember
down
if
the end
any
of the
man
day.
molested me, but woman, yes, they did molest me. Neighbors, people in their 20s, when I was 12, 13.
I am
Yep,
on the path
I
to a
remember
better
all that.
future.
But these people was just killing me with spell work for me not to know who I am and where I come from, and my gifts. They were suppressing
It's
it.
okay to feel all
But
of my
when I find
feelings.
my way, Jah bless me with the right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Here I am. Yet still,
I take
the place that
100%
that current
responsibility
ex,
for my life.
the one I left 2 years ago in my life to poison me. My aunt again sent her because she's in America. She's going to the same voodoo church.
My mind is
So
focused on
they
creating
arrange,
a better future.
because this, mind me, my ex have been doing this for a long time, since when she was a teenager, and aliving people for the cult they are in. But I was the one that escaped. I was the one that get away. So they set me up with some hashish here, as I said before. I had to go away for a while. And all this was a setup. I did not know. When I went to Grenada, looking for a job, I could not find a job. We were renting a house, me and her and the little boy, 3-year-old boy we had together, or I think we had together, Not knowing where I was staying,
I am relaxed.
she have
and
contacts
calm.
with these people also. One time, I remember she said they invite her to a get-together. It's women alone, so I would stay with the boy in the house. I was not a nosy boyfriend or so-called husband, because it was a fake
I am fearless.
marriage also. It was a setup, She's Delilah. She's a Jezebel, actually. I got to know that. Yes, my people. My life is like a storybook. I could write 50 books of what my life was and what it is now, and what I've been through with everybody I trusted, show genuine love, and they betrayed me. Friends, family, neighbors, colleagues, yeah.
I am developing
So
courage.
the man she is with right now came to that place, saw her, saw the way we moving, wanted her. Being she is small-minded, slack woman, which I didn't know of. She was just showing me a different face when she around me. But behind my back, she was slandering my name for everybody she know. Anybody I tried to be friends with, she would stop it, you know, because they had a plan to sacrifice me up there.
I pushed
Yes,
through
my
fear
people.
and do it anyway.
So he starts sleeping with her. Mind me, from the 7 years I've been with this girl never washed her underwear for I. Not a shit for I. And I have washed everything for this girl. I used to be the one cooking,
My courage
cleaning,
helps to
washing.
inspire others.
She always have an excuse. She made me believe she works online, making money. All along she's been talking to different men, my friends, my enemies, sleeping around with them. And I didn't know. But all that make me stronger, you know, if any of you people going through these things.
I keep a positive attitude.
Back in the days,
regards
people used to
work.
hang themselves, poison themselves, kill themselves, or kill the woman. Never do that. Give your life to God. Love yourself. Transmute the love you had for these sort of people to yourself. And you will see a big change, and you will realize this is the best time
I enjoy
and the
myself
best life you have
at work.
ever lived. That's why I say this, to say that, you know. I left her for him because she making me believe she going to America for a month, 2 months. And since the guy living on the other side of Grenada, she was living with him,
I am confident.
you know. So, Jaso Dread, the last place we were living, I was taking care of the house for them upstairs and downstairs house. The guy have cars, the guy have a lawn.
I find it
So
easy
I create
to
a
get along with
garden,
my
plant
work
food,
colleagues.
taking care of the lawn, taking care of the bills and the house for the man. The man lives in Canada with his wife. She's a pastor. So she keep telling me, oh, I'll have to start paying half of the bill. And she knows I'm not working, you know. When I get to Grenada, I call one of my friends in America because I used to do tours. I make friends because of my genuinity. They always tell me anytime I need help, call them. They will try their best to help me because when they're here, I give them everything they need. I help them out. I take them places. So I called him just before all that happened. This man was trying to buy me a vehicle to do my tours, you know, and they knew that. So they try and get me to leave the island. So it will never happen. So he told me he's gonna send me some money to hold me up because you know I have a family, you know, until I get a job.
My body is strong, fit, and healthy.
So since I was up there for a while, my passport expired. I sent and fixed it back in St. Lucia, so I was waiting for it. She had her documents. So mind me, people, I trusted this woman, you know.
I choose to eat.
I gave this woman,
foods
I
that
tell
are
her,
good for me.
I tell my friend, send the money on her account so we could pay the house rent and stuff, take care of the youth and stuff. My friend sent me 3,000 US. Within 2 months, the girl tell me it's done.
I exercise daily and take care
Within
of my
2
body.
months, she tell me 3,000 US is done. I had some money saved back home. I tell my nephew, send it to me. Then send some of it to me, you know. Just to help her to pay the bills. And I was not working.
I am dedicated to improving my
All along,
health
this girl
and
wanted me to be
vitality.
broke on the street like a bum. Because I remember with different argument we have, she come in my face and tell me I'm a bum. We're not compatible. She will never love me. She don't love me. She don't have feelings for me. She was not sleeping with me for years, you know. But I was okay with it because, you know, I say maybe I'll try to make it work, you know, because it's not all about sex. Not knowing she was sleeping with the guy already, you
My
know.
immune system is strong.
Then She left and go again for the second time. She said she's going to visit her parents. She went and lived with the guy again. I said to her, I had enough of this shit, you know. I'm not gonna accept her back. I'm gonna move on with my life. The same month she moved, my friend, another friend of mine, sent me some money, 5,000 EC to be exact. I started building a shop. I was thinking of what can I do to have some income, because I'm not working. Every job I try to get, they stop it. You know, and I have to pay light bill, water bill, and internet at the guy's home I'm living at. So I asked him if I can build a shop on the land by the road, because we were living by the main road. He said, yes, man, I can, you know, because I'm doing a lot of good things for him. So I spent $12,000, you know, money I had saved from my cousin, my nephew sending me some of the monies that I had saved. I told him to get it, and, you know. And some of the money, my friend sent me some other monies again. I had another friend that sent me some money. So I built a shop. Mind me, people. When this girl get to know I built a shop, and the shop is done, she pulled her strings again, send the authorities planning to stop me from opening the shop. I work hard on that shop. I say, you know what, since I was a chef, I know I can cook, I know I can create dishes and make juices, I will survive. And the neighbors, most of them are asking me when the shop will be open, when the shop. That's a good thing, that's a good thing. So they stop me from opening the shop. They tell me I need papers, I need this, I need that. So I try to get my papers with that same lady that influenced her to be with her adopted son. That is the guy she's supposed to be with right now. Because the guy have his own supermarket. So they make the guy to throw me out of the house the same day. The guy called me, I don't know what they tell the guy. The guy called me and tell me, oh, I need you out of my house. Give my stepmother the key. First he started asking me for rent, knowing that I'm not working, knowing that I'm creating a revenue for myself, knowing that the girl and him that have the deal signed papers to rent the house. It was $12,000 a month. I not working. So they were trying to make me, they thought I had money left building the shop, so they were trying to make me spend it out on house rent. So I would not finish the shop. And the guy would throw me out. She knows I'm not working. She knows I don't have money, but she only paid $600 the last month she was there. And I had to pay the other $6.
I am at peace with who I am.
Yes, people. This Jezebel do me dirty. She's a real Delilah. From the time I break up with this girl, I never really slept in Grenada. I stayed there for over a year, almost 2 years. When I break up with her, a whole year. Witchcraft, spell work, energy draining vampires.
I am respectful.
Everything I try doesn't work, you know. So back to that guy, the landlord. He threw me out. He said I need to leave his house at tomorrow. That was a night, and he said tomorrow. So I try and look for ways to try and get him to have me with for a couple of days or weeks so that I would get a place. He wasn't having it. Tell me you don't know who I am. I could get dirty. A Christian, you know, telling me this. His wife is a pastor. I have done nothing wrong. I did everything good for this man. Pay bills better than his brother-in-law that used to be in the house. When I go and pay the first bill, I had to pay 4 months light bill, 4 months water bill. The man was not paying the bill. When he left and he go to Canada, the brother-in-law, because he's married to his sister, the pastor. I still didn't give up. I say, you know what? I'm gonna put my things in the shop. Mind me, I'd buy a bike for the youth. I buy stuff for the youth, my clothes, my shoes, my funds, everything I had, I put it in the shop because I say, you know, I'll find a place that I can rent cheap for a couple days, a guest house, and then find a house to bring my things there, and then I'll open the shop. One day the guy called me and tell me not to break down the shop, sell it for him. But I am saying I can get a job. That's the only revenue I have. I tell him I'll just rent the land from him. I'll open the shop when I can. These people betray me. These people took the shop away from me, make me sign their name on the shop. When I try to register the shop to, you know, do the right thing, take a health, do my health, go to the doctors, organize my health card, my license to open a shop with selling food up and down, pay money. The woman that was helping me, she's an apprentice of that same witch, high witch. You know, I worked for this woman for months, that high witch. She had guest houses, rooms, empty rooms, but she still would not give me a room to stay in. I had to be renting without a job, and she never paid me $1. She used to give me bus fare to come and go when she needed me to drive her around, until she stopped. She told me she find a place for me, not knowing it's the same adopted son that was sleeping with my ex downstairs his house. He charged me $800 for a month. 1-room apartment. One outdated room apartment. Air condition is not working. TV is not working. Fan, only the fan that was an old fan now. The bed was a bunk bed. You know, I never had a good sleep in this place. Day and night spell work. She used to come there and do spell work on me with my ex and the guy, because he was her apprentice also. They go into the same church. They call themselves the Hebrew Israelites. I am not saying all are bad, but from my experience, they have some fake ones out there.
I am comfortable with myself.
They have some fake ones out there. These people give me so much spell work, voodoo. But before my ex left me, or left to go, she cut piece of my dreadlocks to make a voodoo doll. Stole some of my clothes, shoes. These people wanted me to go crazy, but by the powers of the Almighty God, I survived it all. Temptation to go the dark side, but I decide to follow the light, because I know you can't walk in the dark and don't hurt yourself. So I'm not going to the dark. I'll follow the light so I can see where I put in my feet. Because back in the days when I was growing up as a youth, we used to go and fish nighttime in the river, because the crayfishes and the fishes are out sleeping, foraging for food, and when you put the light in their face over the water, they don't see. You could just chop them with your machete and grab it. So I know when you have a touchlight in the dark, it shows you more than walking in the dark. That's why I choose the light. All those time I did not know I was a special being. I did not know how special I was because of the spell work. I remember this high witch woman hold my forehead like this one time and twist it. Didn't know what it was until now. After I got to know they were just trying to shut down my third eye so I would not see nothing they're doing to me. He did it twice. I was in the worst place.
I accept myself for who I am.
I was in the worst place. But by the powers of the Almighty God, I survived. There is so much I can say, but since I'm making a video, I know I can't take all the time.
I see the world.
First thing I did is love myself first, put myself first, fast, pray for days, weeks. And I did not have plenty.
I feel comfortable.
Crackers and water.
Space.
That was my main meal. They tried to poison me in food with rat poison, but I did not die. To be honest, I think I died 10 times and God revived me. Because the spell work these people was giving me, they themselves can't believe I'm still alive. Yes. They cannot believe I am still alive. But God is good.
I always take the time
So,
to wind
if
down
anyone out there
the
going through
real
these
days.
things, these people don't have no power over you. As long as you know who you are, you know where you're coming from, and you know where you're going. Find yourself first.
Walk a path to a better future.
Love yourself first. I'll give you a hint. The date you were born, the day you were born, it's important. The month is important, and the year.
It's okay to feel awe of my
Research astrology, numerology about those dates. The Chinese zodiac. Check it out. There is an animal assigned to each month of the year.
100% responsibility for my life.
Sometimes your sign is a snake or a rat, and you're friendly to a snake.
My mind is focused
Or
on
you are a snake and you are married or friendly to a mongoose. You will always fight because they always looking to snake you. You will never agree. You will never live happily ever after. Like the birds, like the doves, everybody have someone assigned to them by God,
I am
a man
courageous.
or a woman. And when you meet that person, the richest man could come and offer this woman or this man all the money in the world. She will never betray you. She will never leave or take that money to betray you. But when you get that snake and you is a rat,
I am brave.
or you is, let's say, they are pig, and you is a rat or a snake, the pig will always eat you,
I am relaxed and calm.
you know. So, people, open your eyes, do your research. Your life is precious. Everybody have a purpose here. Everybody have that light inside of them. Just gotta find that way to follow
I am
it.
fearless.
It's a journey. When you get that calling, just wake up. Guidance and protection to all. God bless. Keep moving forward. Even if you fall 20 times, 10,000
I
times.
always stand up for myself.
Always get up, even if you have to crawl. Don't give up and keep moving. Never give up. Never surrender. When you think they are winning, you're tired,
I am developing
you
courage.
don't have the strength, you're losing faith, go down on your knees and ask God for strength. Grab a tree, hug it, barefooted, and pray to the universe, pray to the elements, Mama Earth, the Earth, Mama Gaia.
I am ready for
Ask her
anything
for
that
help.
comes my way.
Ask her to give you strength. Ask her to guide you the right way. Ask her to protect you. All the things Jah create is there to help humans. They all have a purpose in this world. The earth creates food
I push through fear
for you to
and
eat,
do it
no
anyway.
matter what kind of food you could think of. The earth created it or grow it. On this earth you find water to drink. You need water to survive. Jah created it. The wind that
My
blows
courage helps to
to cool you
inspire
down, to dry
others.
your clothes, Jah created. The sun that shine to give you energy. You can get energy from it. Remember that cartoon, Dragon Ball Z, the Avatar, the Kung Fu Panda. They all are searching for inner peace. When you get that inner peace, there is nothing they can do to
I
you.
keep a positive
There is
attitude
nothing
in
they can say
regards
to
to
you.
work.
They could come with the biggest bomb, it will never burst. Or even if it bursts, it won't touch you. Find your inner peace. That's the key. Remember, you can't find the Almighty. The Almighty finds you. But you have to prepare your temple for the Almighty.
I enjoy myself
You have
at
to.
work.
Peace and love, guidance and protection. Till the next one. Live good, live clean. Try your best to follow the 10 Commandments. Because right now, they don't talk about the 10 Commandments. No more. Like it does not exist. Look what Moses did with
I
the
am
10
confident.
Commandments. Create water from a rock. Open the Red Sea to save the people. Take them on an uncharted, unknowing trod to reach the promised land. Just with faith to
I
guide
find
him.
it easy to get along with my work
People,
colleagues.
open your eyes. The 10 Commandments is real. It's out there. It was written by the Almighty. Study it, follow it, and you'll be saved.
I am
You will know
naturally
where you're going.
motivated and driven.
You'll know your purpose. Blessed love.